What's good, gang? So I was making this beat and I was like, damn, why am I not streaming right now? So here's me arranging and mixing this beat. I might whip up another one, we'll see. I actually plan to record a track for my new vocal tape, Sacred Order, Sly Gemini Sacred Order, dropping June 10th. Someone called me hasty. I'm just a nigga that takes action, so it's gonna be done on time and all platforms, shining. Look out for that. Anyhow, I might even rap on this beat, we'll see, but this hoe is fire. So without further ado, this is how I would mix and arrange this beat for replacement. So as far as the mix goes, you already know we got a soft clipper on that master, never lacking, always packing, you know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, soft clipper. Gonna hit that with a little crescendo, you feel me? I usually don't start my crescendos from 0 because I think it doesn't make any sense if you're actually playing in an ensemble and you have to make a sound on count 1 and it's pianissimo, meaning you got 3 P's on that bitch. That's how is virtually silent. You still gotta make something. So starting a crescendo from 0 doesn't make any sense to me because it makes the beginning of the wave like flat, and that's just ugly. You dig? Although I did not put that where I needed it to be. I need that to be at 0.05. That's new. They got decimals in this hoe now. Okay. So intros, I usually keep no longer than 16 bars. Technically, because this is 162, an old head would probably say this is technically only 8 bars, but it's trap music has its own music theory, so suck my dick. But yeah, to each their own though. You do whatever the fuck you want to do, but you watching me for a reason. This is what I'm doing. Alright, so as you see, I like to arrange in real time. Uh, it takes a second to get to a point where you're familiar enough with your sound and the instruments you use regularly, to be able to arrange that quickly. Don't knock yourself if you can't do that right off the bat. But like if you just saw that I just did that in real time, that only took me 2-3 minutes to arrange my beat, and I knew exactly what I wanted. I might change up the fact that both of these don't have 808s. Both verses don't have 808s. But it was just basic 16 here. Then I had for my intro. Then I had a 16 hook. Technically 8. Then you have your 24 here. Then you have another hook. But I always make my second hook different. I always add something or take something away. Sometimes I'll even do it in the first hook. It just depends on how you want to progress the beat. But as you see, I kind of slowed the beat out a little bit dynamically. So I wanted to take away from it. And I wanted to take away layers so that it was just like less pressure, but still the same amount of energy going on. And then the energy tapered off, tapered back up a little bit. So then your beat kind of has this, like, it literally makes the shape. You make little waves, you know what I'm saying? It goes up, you know what I'm saying? Intro, boom, bass drops, okay, we lit, and then it goes down a little bit, it goes to the verse, and then the verse amps it back up, and then it goes back into the hook. Even if the song doesn't keep that same energy, it's going to keep that same flow and approach. It's going to keep that same energy dynamically. I'm getting a little redundant, so I'm going to just keep it moving. But I always think about things symphonically. I have a background playing trombone and orchestras and all sorts of different environments, jazz, all sorts of stuff. But anytime you make music, you're gonna have some type of A structure always. You bounce with it. You know what I'm saying? You did. So I'm gonna get into the mix, and then I'm gonna add some variation, and then switch up the beat a little bit, and then we're Gucci. So this is trap, so you don't want to have to worry too much about your mix at all. Like I said, just soft clip around master. I might add a little flavor to it, but it really doesn't need much. So let's start by applying all my layers. There's like really cute, cool ways to do this quickly or whatever, but time is money, and it's not that serious if you know what you're working with. So first and foremost, you want to name all your layers, your mixer tracks. Call it whatever you want. This is also super crucial because then when you get to the point where you're exporting the stems to send to your artist, all your stems are already titled and neat. It doesn't make sense to just do it so that it's called Cubist, nice and harmless, Cubist, Serum 2. I'm gonna have to name this shit again. So if you want to make it look cool and do all the colors and shit, do that. But I'd rather just get a beat done. You know what I'm saying? Rename. Not gonna use this if I could type though. There we go. And then did I not use number 4? I did not use Serum. I do not believe. That was yeah. Yeah, no, I have Serum 2 in use, but not Serum 1 in use. RIP Serum, bro. Cry about it. You can do it in the order of your instruments on the screen, or you can do it according to however you want to think about it. So if you want to think about it as my first or primary instrument is here, and then all my embellishments come after, that's up to you. I'm probably gonna reorganize it after the fact. I might do it that way and then reorganize it so that it follows what comes in when, to make it easier for my artist if I'm not the only person using this beat. So without further ado, put on a loop region by double clicking and scrolling, just so that you could just keep hearing the same beat constant. You don't have to start and stop all the time. I like to level my instruments down to about 12, make it 12 decibels to start. first. You know, you want to cut volume, you want to cut lows and highs, and then get to the extra I swear I'd be using FL for like 10 hours a day some days, but I still can't find where the fuck Fruity Reverb 2 be at sometimes, bro. Swear. Shout out Slight. This came from Slight Kit 5, the first drum kit I ever bought. Real shit, bro. Shout out Slight Beats. I've never once used a reverb calculator in my life. Just do whatever sounds good, bro. Like, I have a music theory background and I still don't do all the technical shit because Beethoven wasn't listening to music theory, learning how to make music theory to make music. The nigga just made music. Music theory just came from people doing stuff and people trying to go, how would he do that? Who gives a fuck, bro? Just do whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Period. Music theory only matters when you want to learn how someone else did something and why it made sense. Exclamation mark. So, as you can see, all I really do to most sounds is EQ and reverb. Really just EQ. At the end of the day, you're just picking good sounds. If you add in anything else, that's just for your effects. But I mostly go off of composition rather than effects. If I do effects, it's usually a lot simpler of a beat. But that's a very vague statement because that can mean a lot of different things. But really, that's all there is to the mix of my instruments. So as far as my drums, let's go ahead and assign those. I always put my 808 on 10, kicks on 9. I don't have a kick in this beat. I don't have a kick in a lot of beats, to be honest. A lot of people try to say it's crucial. I used to live and die by the fact that it was crucial. But it's, bro, if your 808 is hard, you don't really need a kick. You only need a kick if you're trying to, like, add some wallop to that hoe, you know what I'm saying? But I already have that by having the velocity of my 808s go progressively. So... yeah, you don't really have to stress about the kick unless you're just trying to make this bitch gnarly. Let's put my hi-hats on 12. And then, okay, my hi-hats in this are weird because I used 3 hi-hats technically. My main primary one that I'll put on 12 is the one called the Yum. And then I'll just add the other ones from there. So 13, 14, and then I had this little snare for a little extra bounce, kind of like you would do with a kick, but I just had a little snare here to give a little for the rhythm. It's just a rhythm snare. It's a block, if anything, if you're in a classical setting, wood block. So I'm actually gonna call it wood block. Name all your mix tracks. So the snare's kind of weak, so I'm gonna layer it with another one, maybe even a clap. Cymbal, but I have that little shaker, so I don't really think that's too crucial. But you know, I might separate the channels, and I always put my snare clap on 11. That's my own personal placement, but I definitely recommend that you create a rhyme or reason to where you put what where, so that you can be a lot quicker and more formulaic. Yeah. I'm gonna try this reverby snap. I'm gonna turn it down a bit, and then I'm actually gonna give it its own track, and I will make it secular, and I'll add to the ambience. So I add a lot of shit sometimes post creation of the beat itself, or arrangement, just because once you have it arranged, you can kind of realize like, oh, you know, that snap might be cool, but fuck having it here. I'm actually gonna put it for the latter half of the song. Make it a little contained. So I'm gonna add a little bit of my own reverb to it, just so I can EQ the reverb. Subtle. I do a lot of subtleties in my music personally, because I feel like the subtleties are where you add your extra flavor. You know what I'm saying? Anyone can make a hard beat any day. It's not hard, bro. I can make a hard beat in 10 minutes. You can make a hard beat in 10 minutes. I'm sure you could go find a 5th grader and they could hit their desk and make a beat that's hard in 10 minutes, bro. It's really not hard. The only thing that makes you really stand out is how you arrange your beats, where you add your variation, how you add your variation, and how quality your mix and master are. But a master doesn't matter. It's really just how clear and hard your mix is without being too loud. So next we'll get into levels. So let me... I don't like to let my beats have my 808s peaking above -6. Beats and production pieces are different. I'll have production tracks sometimes where it's more like -3, -1, or 0 at best. My highest, because you have the soft clipper, so regardless where you put it, it's technically stopping at 0. But you want your 808 to not be just crunching. You know, it seems like you want your 808 to be crunching. I might crank this one up a little bit because there's no kick. But if your mix is clear and your levels make sense, you shouldn't need to make your 808 just fucking go crazy. The 808's gonna go hard when the engineer mixes the song on the artist's end, but the 808's gonna go hard regardless. It's just not gonna kill everything so that the melody makes sense and is present for when someone's making a song on it. Drill that into your head. I hear too many beats. I've made too many beats with the 808 going too hard. Don't make that same mistake. Correct that shit. Run it. Snare. There you go. My cap. That snare is bussin', although I'm not gonna merge it at all. Same thing. Snares claps usually around -9. Sometimes I'll make it more like -6. Depends on the beat, depends on what I need to do. This melody is light, it's ambient. -9's working for me. So next thing, add some transitions. You can find transitions anywhere. I like to find my transitions with effects sometimes. I don't like to just use straight up sounds that are always in kits that are there for the intended purpose. So actually, if I go to my little drum kit I've been throwing together, which I put under the funk category because I'm a whole hyperphonk producer in this hoe, and there's acapellas in here. I'll drop this when I'm done putting it together. Probably gonna be free, to be honest. Why am I looking in drum loops? That's not where I need to go, brain. I am looking for things I can use for transitions. So that's effects. See what I'm saying? Like, that shit's gas, bro. This is from a Naruto game. Like, you find the coolest sounds in not other people's kits, bro. You do find cool sounds in other people's kits, but you find the coolest sounds and you're like, hey, I'm having fun playing Naruto and Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Let me look up the sounds. And then you go find the sounds, and then it's like, oh, boom, look at that shit. That's crazy. This helps gas. So, dig around more. Use SFX for transitions. Don't just go to the transitions folder for your transitions. Don't do that to yourself. Don't play yourself. So I'm gonna just call this first one transition. So turning that down. You don't want your SFX or anything to be louder than your melody layers. So -12, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of, that's not a EQ2, bro. That is an EQ2, actually. It is, but I meant a reverb too. Make the hall a little small. You know what I'm saying? Maybe turn the wetness up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then you turn it down here. Didn't even need to look at it. But, could make it a little larger than that. And then I'll widen it. And then turn it down a tiny bit. Actually, let's crank that reverb up a little bit. I think I'm about to make this reverb kind of nasty. Hold on. Gotta do everything according to beats. Oh, look at that. What will I learn? It's on the left side, bro. Come on. I want to see stank face emojis in the chat. Comment your favorite stank face emoji. Yo, no, that's fire, bro. That's fire, bro. You can't tell me not. Saving that sound for something else too. That's gas. But this is what I really want. You know what I'm saying? You gotta add that little extra flavor, bro. That's what makes your beat cool. You gotta throw some personality in that bitch. Like, I grew up playing Legend of Zelda, so it's like, oh shit. Yeah, let's throw Link in this hoe real quick. I'm not using that last sound though. Love that. So let's throw Link on his own track. Put some wide reverb on there. Make that whole little responsive. Decay up, speed up. Let's have some delay on there. Bro, I'm telling you, everything just reverb. EQ and reverb, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna reverb first. Might throw a little sound goodizer on there for the one time. Where does sound goodizer be chilling at? There we go. There we go. Know what I'm saying? Might throw it on C actually. Nope. Chilling on A. That to sound the way I want it to sound. I'm figuring this shit out real quick. Hold on. Filter right there, bro. That'd be hard. Get a little love filter on master, you know what I'm saying? Filter. Filter. I don't usually have this space at the top, but I think I'm fucking with it for exactly this purpose. Fire. Make it a little steeper. Spaceship. Exactly what I'm finna put right there, and that little blank space throwing on the tag, and this beat is done, boy. Run it up. Drop a big fat W in the chat. Just gotta find a dope link. That was a little sus link. Yo. Pause, bro. My man said big exhale. My man's struggling, bro. Oh, man. Down bad. My man's struggling. Somebody send some help. Gotta do a little choppy chop again. You know what I'm saying? Should probably put on generic bleeding. Always wise. I should probably turn on the thing that lets me just hit a key for that, but fucked well up, you know what I'm saying? Throwing in a variation, you feel me? So I'm gonna add some 808 variation. Usually I only do that in like 2 or 3 spots. Got the little fade out 808. That's kind of cool. I think I'm gonna keep that for like a SoundCloud release, but mute that for the export. But that shit's cool as fuck. That placement was fire. I love that. Shout out creative intuition. I did not do that by conscious effort. Dub. Anyhow, that's the beat. I'm gonna play it one time through, vibe out, mute my mic, turn it on with the speakers, make sure I'm fucking with it, don't need to tweak anything, and if that's that, then that's that. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this inspired you to learn and create. And with that being said, peace and prosperity, and let's vibe out. I totally forgot to talk about the drum mixing, other than just the little bit of reverb I throw in the wood block for my 808. Got distortion, then I EQ'd my distortion, then I added some wave shaping, which is kind of distortion but different, and this camel crusher up here to really add some actual distortion for the sake of distortion. And one last note before we're gone: if you don't want to add the little sound effects, if you just want to use transitionary sounds, you know, if having link in your beat isn't your niche, you can do whatever is your niche. If you're just making tight beats and you're trying to, not that anything's wrong with that, there's negative connotations around that. That's not what I'm trying to imply around my channel. I drop tight beats all day, but you know, I make whatever comes to me personally. But if you're like, hey bro, I'm trying to make a fucking trap beat for XYZ, and XYZ type niggas would not use link in their sound, you know, don't do that. But you do whatever you want to do your way. You brand yourself your way, and I personally say that you should do it with your own personal sizzle on it, and this is my own personal sizzle. And now, you know, I think I'm about to go body this beat. So with that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to learn anything from me that you haven't seen yet, you know, let me know. Drop it in the comments. All that free sample pack and Discord community in the description. Go peep that. Go run that. Peace and prosperity. Follow me. You already know the drill.